God is not a vending machine, nor sacramentals or sacrament lucky charms. Sometimes we as Catholics, we have the tendency to fall into superstition, believing that just because we have these items, just because we have a lot of relics, just because we clench our rosaries hard enough, that somehow we deserve God to respond to our prayers in a particular way, that somehow we will find more favor with God. But that's not how a relationship with God works. Take a look at this. In 1 Samuel 4, 1-11, the Israelites go into battle against the Philistines twice. The first time, they get destroyed. Believing that God is on their side and that they have an advantage, they get the Ark of the Covenant and bring it to the front lines of battle, thinking that surely God will favor them now that they brought this sacred object of God's covenant into battle. What ends up happening? The Israelites get destroyed, the Ark of the Covenant gets stolen, and Eli's two sons, who are supposed to be successors to the temple priesthood, get killed. They are obliterated. Now, fast forward to the New Testament, Mark 1, 40-45, we see a leper approaching Jesus. And the leper approaches God very differently than the Israelites did in 1 Samuel. The leper approaches Jesus and says to him, "If you will, you can make me clean. If you will." He recognizes Jesus' authority and recognizes that God, Jesus in this case, acts by his own authority, not by our authority. He doesn't tell Jesus what to do. He doesn't assume that Jesus will heal him. He says to him, "If you will." He comes from a place of humility. And Jesus indeed sees the man's humility and heals him. And of course, contrast this with the Israelites in 1 Samuel, where they come from a place of assumption, a place of pride, that if they do this one thing, they hold on to this one holy item, they bring this one holy item into battle, they yell prayers loud enough, God will help them prevail against the Philistines. That's not how a relationship with God works. Remember, God doesn't want a relationship based on utility. Nor does he want us to complete a list of things, and if we complete this list of things for him, he too, in turn, will complete a list of things for us. That's not how it works. That's not a loving relationship. That's a relationship based on utility. And God doesn't desire a relationship based on utility. He desires a relationship based on love.